By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this over the weekend. Brandon Tierney, a radio host, asked this question. At his absolute apex, was Chris Bosh ever better than peak Julius Randle? The answer is no.
Stop it.
And what's funny is I would say, Dwayne Wade, don't get on your high horse, but it appears you've gotten to your high seat.
I don't know how my chair went up this high.
This entire segment, I've been watching D. Wade.
I'm not going to even dignify that question with an answer. Stop it.
No.
Chris Bosh was the man. Cut it out.
I think people forget about Chris Bosh in Toronto.
Stop it.
I do, and so Chris is obviously you can call me biased, right? You can call me
so you high. In that big chair.
You bring the camera, zoom in. All right. So you can call me biased, but here's the thing with Chris Bosh, and Chris Bosh do not get his just due, period. And when he was in Toronto, he did not get it. But here's the thing. I love Julius Randle. I'm a big fan of Julius Randle. When you go look at the numbers, the last 3 years, Julius Randle has been putting up Chris Bosh-like numbers. Let's say around 22 and 10 or 20 and 10. Chris Bosh did that for 5 years in Toronto, making an All-Star game at 21 years old, doing 22 and 10 for 5 years. And then that's one act of his career. In his next act, he had 6 All-Star appearances in Miami, playing with the likes of LeBron James and also Dwayne Wade, and being able to win championships doing that, win 2 championships. So a guy in his 7th year in the NBA that's made one All-Star team that's really trying to build his career, that's unfair to him. And it's definitely unfair to Chris Bosh because he's one of our legends in our game. Just because he wasn't loud, just because he wasn't fancy, do not mean that he wasn't a great player. So that's a dumb question. Whoever asks that question, don't be dumb.
Candace, your thing was about sustained excellence.
I think it's about sustained excellence, but I think one of my college coaches said this, on every team, and this is in no offense to Julius Randle, but on every team, somebody has to score 20 and somebody has to get 10, whether you win or whether you lose. So I think we're losing the fact that meaningful basketball. I am so happy that the Knicks are playing the way they are because they deserve it. They've struggled for a long time, and Julius Randle has put up numbers, and it hasn't amounted to wins, and that's not necessarily his fault. But at the same time, meaningful basketball, putting up numbers for meaningful games in the playoffs. Chris Bosh did a number of things. He had to take a back seat a lot of times in Miami. And so with that, there's a lot left basketball to be played, but no.
Yeah.
If Chris Bosh is a 10, Julius Randle is an 8. He's close, but Chris Bosh had game. When he was in Toronto and he was the man, he put up a lot of numbers. You know, what he did for the big 3 in Miami to win, he sacrificed.
Yep.
But he can put up 25, 26 a night, inside, outside, and he did it consistently. And he's one of the best players after me to come out of Texas.
Did you have one last point you wanted to make
there? Come on, Candace, you don't have to put that in there.
No. I mean, so I talked to Chris about this, and Chris is not the kind of person who cares about it at all. No. He just laughed about it. You know, Julius Randle is from Dallas. He's a Dallas guy, just like Chris Bosh is, so it's nothing but love there. But, you know, this conversation, we hate to address it because it's a pointless conversation, but it is something that was going viral, and it's something that needs to be nipped in the bud.
It went viral?
I mean, the fact that it was on social media, we know about it.
I'm glad we talked about it from this. It's not about comparing the two. It's about giving Chris his roses, because I think this younger generation needs to know how great Chris Bosh was.
He's a bad boy.
But that's what I'm saying with the what have you done for me lately world.
Yeah.
This man listen, he should be in the Hall of Fame first ballot, honestly.
11-time All-Star.
He should have been in the Hall of Fame.
Not getting voted in by the fans, by the way. Getting voted in by the coaches. Earned it.
He should have been in the Hall of Fame. And so you're talking about somebody that, yes, he's going to not say anything because that's the type of guy he is, but we're going to say it for him.
Sure.
Like,
that's why we're
Chris Bosh needs his respect.